Oh, yeah.
We're live?
We are live.
Hey, everybody.
Guess where we are? Good guess.
Close.
Oh, who's out here? I can't read that far.
We're somewhere. We just crossed the border from Georgia to Florida.
Yeah.
We are,
there he is. There's the Simpsonian.
We had to pull over at a gas station, or a truck stop, it might be called, to talk with our friend Brian this evening. Brian Simpson co-wrote the songs with us, Dang the Whiskey and Love Me Like I Am on side A.
Yeah.
And there he is. He's ready to join.
I say we get rolling on it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, that's way up here. Oh, yeah.
We're in a little minivan.
Yeah, and rental. Oh, we got special guest, Danny. There's Danny. There's Brent. We're at a pilot or wherever. Okay, let's do this. Sorry. What am I doing? View. Go live. Make sure the volume's up. Waiting for.
Yeah! Pick it.
What's up, fellas?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I love y'all. This is what it should be all the time. Everett in a roadside truck stop or something.
Yeah, well, we're in a soccer mom minivan.
Oh, nice. I mean, that's how Porter Wagner and Hank Sr. and all the legends got around.
Yeah, in a Dodge Caravan.
In a Dodge Caravan. Yeah, I think that's exactly how Jimmy Rogers traveled the country.
With a trunk of cash.
That's right.
Yeah, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. I'm excited to be talking to you guys, and glad to see you out playing music.
Yeah, it's wild. We just found out about these shows like Tuesday or whatever, but we're opening up for Jillian, Jacqueline, and John Party in Jacksonville Friday and Saturday, and they're drive-in concerts. People are going to take their vehicles and park and listen to music.
Nice. Now, I hear about that, but do people get out of the cars and sit on their roofs and stuff or whatever?
I'm not sure. We've done one drive-in show actually in Nashville at the Daddy's Dogs there in the Nations, and they did get out of their cars. They would sit on their hood, sit in the back of the truck, poke their heads through the sunroofs, that kind of thing. And then when you get done with the song, instead of hearing claps, you hear a bunch of honking horns and flashing lights. So
it's kind of awesome.
It's true honky tonk. That's all right.
Right, there you go.
That's low-hanging fruit, I know. Very low-hanging fruit.
That's the songwriter in you, Brian Simpson.
It just won't go down. There's no off hours for this.
You and Bob, man, y'all just can't stop.
For all of you out there, little piece. What I love about you and Bobby does this too.
Go on.
It'll be like a Saturday, and the song that we started a month before, we'll get a text. Hey, I got an idea. What if the second verse is this thing, or whatever? I love like you care about the songs. It's more than just like, all right, I showed up, I did my work, I'm done. Let's move on now. Like it's like your child. Like you're trying to make sure that it grows up right and gets a job.
It's like it's a piece of you or something.
Yeah, as if. Yeah, man. I mean, me and my wife, we don't have kids, so like we have nephews and nieces. But as far as like they do, when I would be normally thinking about talking to my kid about life, I'm thinking about songs for Everett and other folks and for myself or whatever. Because these songs, honestly, are like to me are way more than just what I mean. Like they're not than to put a check in the bank or whatever. It's about we are at that moment matters. What y'all are doing matters.
Man, we are huge fans of everything you do. I feel like
thank you. Everything
I've ever heard, I can probably speak for Brent too. Like it's just magic, and I aspire to come close to it.
Well, yeah, Brian knows this because we brag on him all the time in the writing room or just hanging out or having lunch or whatever. But me and Anthony both have been fans of Brian for years and years. Brian's a bluegrasser, a rock star, a pop star. He's all the above. If you don't know him, he's an incredible songwriter. And like we were saying last night, Brian is more like our brother than friend. He is our brother. Brian actually was he was the preacher at my wedding. We've done a lot of life together. Beautiful man, and he has a band out now called the Golden Age, and
So good.
they're incredible. We covered one of their songs on it's on our YouTube page with Rifle Shot Roses, which is awesome. So yeah, that's all the bragging we're gonna do on you, Brian.
That's
So
it.
just enjoy it.
Yeah, I
Soak
guess
it in.
my old band that me and Matt Menifee started called Cadillac Sky back in the day, and y'all saw us at up in Bowling Green, so at a Newgrass festival. So long before we would ever enter the same room together to write a song, we already made some sort of established some connection, which is pretty cool.
Yes, and my wife, that was a connection we made when we first met and started dating. Was she was a big Cadillac Sky fan. She told me that when she was young, all the young girls were all into NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, and she's all into Cadillac Sky.
Yeah, well, her poster would be a lot bigger because Cadillac Sky was mainly a bunch of fatties. We were all pretty fat, so like her poster for her closet had to be, they had to extend her closet door.
I well, I mean, I know you have just as good a dance moves as Justin Timberlake, so that's probably a
Yeah,
part.
you see the dance moves. My wife says that my upper part and my lower part don't line up at the same time when I dance. They don't do the same. They don't have the same blueprint. So
Yeah. So let's talk "Dang the Whiskey."
yeah,
Old song. We wrote this. Me and Anthony were talking as we were going down Highway 75 here. That it was probably 7 or 8 years ago when this song was birthed.
yeah. I think we did it over at Seagal, right up in that Clint Daniels back. I remember back in there.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
uh, man,
Yeah. See, and
I
it
don't
was
know.
in. Go ahead, man.
Oh, you know me, I just started talking. The all I remember about what I remember is you just telling the story, and somehow the story of an escapade of yours, which I think at the time you didn't really want it to be like you were kind of uncomfortable still with the story. Now it's hilarious that that story is now a song that's actually on a record. Your first real sort of splash. You just decided to just tell everybody this
Yeah.
story of a night that got away from you a little.
Enough years have passed where that was a different person back then. And you know the too. Me and Anthony were both talking back in Bowling Green, Kentucky, where me and Anthony went to college, Western Kentucky University. Every friend we knew went to jail in Bowling Green because the cops were ready for college kids, especially us band kids out there rocking and rolling. They were waiting for you, so it wasn't. It was kind of a normal thing there.
Oh,
It was like a
dude,
bunch of Barney Fifes there in Bowling Green.
I just remembered something. So I remember when we were okay. The day we wrote "Dang the Whiskey," um, we were. This was the second time I wrote with this combination. With me and Brent had written a bunch of songs, and you and Brent and Brian had written songs, whatever. And
Yeah,
this was the first one we wrote was "Mary." Remember that one?
yeah, that song's sick. Still amazing. Still, awesome.
Mary.
It sounded like Dwight Yoakam or something meets like I don't know, Dan Minsky or something.
But yeah, so Larry.
Yeah.
I remember. Okay, so we were writing and couldn't get anything. It was probably like 2 p.m. or something like that. I'd been writing for 3 hours or so, and you're always good about going. You know what? Let's just try something new. What if we just do something less serious? And I don't know. I've got this title, "Damn the Whiskey," and we were like, hell yeah. And Brent story and so on and so forth. And you were wise enough to say we probably can't say "damn" on the radio. Let's say "dang." Because going to jail is definitely not problematic to talk about as far as a radio song.
Yeah, I definitely remember getting home from that and going, "What freaking radio like monster I am!" And I remember texting y'all saying we should say "damn" instead. I had changed my whole viewpoint of it because I wanted to be so rock star, and but you know, cooler heads prevailed, I guess. But I mean, still, now when you do it show wise, you definitely have to have the crowd scream "damn the whiskey" back at you, right? That has to happen.
For sure. I think it's cool that, I mean, like we said, the song is 7 or 8 years old. And if a song lasts that long and makes it on a record 7 or 8 years later, there's something to it, you know? And it stuck around for us, and hopefully it'll stick around for other people as well as it's out there. I think we love playing it live. It's wild. And I saw a review the other day of the record, and they said that Dang the Whiskey is very Georgia Satellites, which I thought was kind of cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so something that resurrected this song as far as getting it back on our radar, a song to play, to cut, because it's always been one that we loved, but I don't know, maybe it was just one of those where, like, I don't know what it was exactly, but it kind of drifted for some reason, probably because it's an old song. Old toys don't shine like they used to or whatever. But we were playing a radio station show, like a show at a radio station, and we thought we were just playing like 3 songs, and we're like, oh, you're gonna play 45 minutes, and we were like, I do what? So, it was like a random, let's play Dang the Whiskey. Like, okay, let's do it, and we did it. And I swear, the program director, or like the higher up at that radio station, was like, if you don't play that song every show, you're an effing idiot, is what he said.
I remember y'all telling me, like,
Took his advice. We play it every show now.
Yeah.
yeah, I remember loving that song and just thinking, like, it's like, because I remember we made a demo a long time ago. It's really moving. Like, that demo is very like cocaine, whatever, there was no cocaine, but it just sounds like that had happened. And it was pretty cool, but it's one of those things you gotta, write the song, enjoy it, and then see what happens after that. And this is a true testament to the fact that just you can't. You have to kind of release it to let it happen, the song, but sometimes they come back to they make a little hay once in a while, which is that's probably an inspiration to a lot of songwriters out there who have a lot of songs waiting for them to return.
Yeah. On the flip side of all that, like the very beginning of last year, I wish we could have you on tomorrow night as well. I know you and your wife probably have way cooler plans at 7 p.m. tomorrow night than talking with us about the next song on side A, which is Love Me Like I Am. But that was one I feel like that propelled us early last year to get rolling in the studio and really kind of re-energize the whole Everette thing. Like, yeah. So that
it was the first song we wrote of 2019. I remember that. Love Me Like I Am was.
Dude, that song, it's been special to me since, I swear, right from the moment it started. Like, I was like, this just feels right.
Yeah, that was another one that was like on the backside of, I think we had worked on something else. I think we had worked on a song called Miles on Her, something like that.
That's right.
Or something like that. Or we had started, we just never could get it going, whatever, and I was just, whatever, pushing it. But that one came out at the end of a write-up pretty fast. Like, if I remember right, I remember it being early in the year. Because I know a lot of songs that I think we wrote a few really, really devil of the songs in like January of that year. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, Love Me Like I Am, it's just, I remember when we finished that song just being excited because the message of it, who doesn't want to find somebody who loves you just the way you are, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, man, we can talk about it tomorrow night if you want. I got to see a movie at 4:50. I think I'll be done by then. So if you want to, we could jump on there. But yeah, love me like I am. That of loving. I love the second verse of that song because the second verse of that song mentions the fact that, like, she, and I had, when we first dated, I'd not put one teardrop in your eye, and that ain't the way it is anymore. And the truth is, any relationship hurt the other person, and for that person to see through that, past that, and remember, that you're not your worst moments. You know what I mean? That you're more than that, and this relationship is your worst moments. That's pretty powerful, and it's something to remember on a regular basis.
Yeah, and so much more colorful, the ups and downs, the in-betweens, and all the aboves.
Yeah.
And if you stick around, that's true love,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I'll tell you what, on Dang the Whiskey, like I was, me and Brent started working together, and then I just remember, like, one time we did a show, I think it was with Bam Perry or something like that in New York City. And I
Yeah,
remember leaving that show going like, Anthony's guitar playing is much more like is such a powerful influence. And I remember whispering to Brent like, "Hey, I think Brent was already leaning this way, but I was like, dude, you should find a way to get that guy locked in for the rest of your life. You should never have anybody else hanging off your right arm besides your wife. You have your wife on your left and Anthony on the right. You know what I mean? Because that gets just so badass."
If he's left, and his wife will be on his right.
it'll be a love circle.
And I was right. I was really right. I'm not usually right. I mean, I will say I'm right. I'm not always right, but
You were definitely right on that, man. I remember having a couple conversations with you about that, and I mean, it was. I mean, I knew it. Anthony knew it. You knew it, and then we just needed to put a name to it, and now here we are as Everett
Brian, I don't know if you
in
see
a
this.
minivan.
I don't know if you see this or not, but everybody's giving you shout outs and saying how much they love you. Like, I'm getting a little jealous, to be honest. Can you tell them to calm down?
Love Brian Simpson, they say.
They're like, love him, love him. They're like, who the hell is Everett?
Falcons on says.
Oh, there's a great Falcon.
And when fiddles play.
Whoa, I'm good at anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a Falcons jam, I think. Too big in my way, shining something like that. I can't remember.
And turning down. Oh yeah.
Woo!
That old Cadillac Sky stuff, man. I remember being in Bowling Green, weed eating for my friend, sweating my butt off, and having Cadillac Sky in my earbuds, just going to town.
we got a lot of people doing landscaping jobs back then. I think.
Yeah,
I think
banjo rolling, man.
Dude, one more thing about Dane the Whiskey. Sorry. I know I've talked to you about this, Brian. Brent hears about this all the time, but like, it's still, I'm pretty certain, my little boy, Freddie, who's 2, his favorite song, I feel like, on the planet. Like, he still loses his mind every morning, every night. Like, I think I don't know if Katie hopped on or not, but every night they've been watching these videos, and I bet if Freddie is watching tonight, I bet he's going to be flipping out when we start this song. He'll be like, guitar. He's probably going to have his, over there, like, plays it like a stand-up bass.
What does he say when he sees it? You said tutar?
Tutar. He calls his guitar Tutar. He'll sing the post-chorus of the song and go, whiskey. Like, he does that.
Well, then it's definitely good to call it Dang the Whiskey instead of Damn the Whiskey. So Freddie's not out there just damn this, damn that.
Yeah, he got a bottle of whiskey in his hand and a cigarette every morning.
I got a feeling he might be doing that every once in a while. I'm sure his mom don't want to see it.
I'm sure you're right.
Shout out to Jonathan Hutchins. He gave me some love on here. He just texted me to tell me he gave me some love. So thank you for the love.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of love. We got Falcon singing "Never Been So Blue" with his words.
Man, that song, wow.
Oh, and then my wife just said, when the dad's away, Fred will play. Hi, Freddie. Hi, Katie. Hi, baby. Babies.
I'm glad that said Fred. Anyway.
Yeah. Anything else on Dang the Whiskey you can remember? I know you've played that song. Brian, there for a little bit, would be the 3rd member of Everett with his mandolin.
Honorable.
And played Dang the Whiskey with his live a few times. But
yeah, I love that. That song is so easy to play. It's like whiskey. That song is to play like it's cool because it can be played under Shakespeare. It can be played in a stadium. You know what I mean? That's not easy to pull off. You know what I mean? It's like one of those songs that you have to just write and kind of think of. And one of the lines that I love in the song is that I don't, just for the Everett fans out there for trivia, Brent's a big Andy Griffith fan, and there's a reference in the song. What's the exact lyric? I can't remember my own lyrics. So what are your?
machine with my one call. I was the boy, by the way, or one of them at
He
least.
played it back, and I sound like Otis off Andy Griffith, y'all.
Yes, that's right. That's one of
Yeah.
my favorite lines I may have ever put in a song or been a part of in a song ever. Oh, he called you Anthony?
Yeah, I was sleeping on the couch. I missed. I woke up the next day and I had missed calls, voicemails on my old flip phone back in those days. And he's like, "Dude, I'm going to jail. Please come pick me up. Come pick me up now, please, 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 please."
It's great. Your dad did you didn't want that because you didn't want him to come down there and
No, my I just told my mother like a few weeks ago. They just found out, but I was completely innocent in this.
it was your other buddy, right?
Yeah, I was innocent in this wild night, but I was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
That's for sure.
Did your dad ever come get you? How did you get out of
No,
jail?
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony. So
Yeah.
I thought for some reason in my head, that story went that your dad came and picked you up out of jail with just deep embarrassment.
Well, like I said earlier, no, that's not true. But like I said earlier, the song I was telling Anthony this earlier, when I listen to the song, I think about all of my friends who went, and I got some pretty funny stories on them as well. But I won't embarrass them. But uh, it was just a town full of law and order.
Hey, Anthony, have you ever been to jail?
And by that,
Huh?
you mean?
Okay, I recall the question.
I am wearing. Shout out to Maker's Mark. They sent us some swag. I'm wearing my mask today. That's Maker's Mark. I don't know if y'all can see
Oh,
that.
well, I don't
Yeah,
know I don't know if the transition is correct. We're talking about jail, and they're talking about Maker's Mark, but
it's whiskey.
okay. It
Yeah,
has to do with jail. It has to do with whiskey. Okay.
exactly. Yeah,
No, that song's great, man. I'm excited to be a part of all this, and the and honestly, the proof's in the pudding with Everett. Like, there's a lot of people who can make music in the studio, um, but they can't bring it up out of there. And one of the great sort of disappointment happens, especially I think happens in country music genre, is that you hear a lot of cool things on the radio and on the studio and stuff like that. But when it comes to the show, you get this sort of canned, sort of pre-programmed. You know what I mean? It doesn't come across as this authentic, sweaty, gritty. It's plastic as opposed to sawwood or whatever. And when you go see Everett, like something I saw last year when you played I got to see a few shows. Is like you really get to feel. You feel that you're up there working and grinding, and going through that, and that's the experience that is going to really sell. That's what people have to go see. It to go see your show and know that it can be more actually what they get to experience on the record. So that's the most. This is a liftoff for you guys people to come see your shows and really experience what is really authentic about Everett. As much as the studio is, it's also got to bring it in front of people because that's where people go. That's where the record brings them into that place. It's kind of like um, I don't know what you call it, the gateway drug to the real goodness of Everett.
thank you, man. That's beautiful. Well, been a lot of years of playing together, 14 years, and we still enjoy it. That's pretty cool.
I know. Well, look at you. You're tonight. You're crowded up in a minivan in somewhere in the high 75. I guess on the side of the road, basically.
Yeah,
This
we're
is
in Florida,
and this
man.
is the dream. This is the dream. You're living it right now.
Yeah, man. We're here.
You're here. You're here.
Man.
I wish you were here. Well, I guess you kind of virtually are, but it's not the same. I want to smell what your hair smells like.
Hey, I did get. I mean, there just right before y'all got out, right before we came on air. I mean, there was like about 13 people in here working on me, drawing my nails on, getting my hair ready. I wore it, cleaned up and everything like that. I had dog hair on me, so they took the dog hair off. My dogs, we got the dogs out of They were going to be props. They weren't even our dogs. They were props behind me for a little while. But we didn't think we decided it seemed too insincere. So,
Well, man, I was wondering why you looked extra beautiful tonight. That explains everything.
I took it to 11. I took it to 11. That's right.
There it is.
I painted the wall behind me, but right before we came on, this wall was painted white. So, man, I do whatever it takes to make sure that these live Instagrams are a big success. Hey, if we do this again tomorrow night, I'll have a different color wall behind me. Don't even worry about it.
Let's do it, man.
You should paint a mural there, man.
I got to check with my wife. I think we can do it though. I think it can happen.
Paint a mural that has to do with "Love Me Like I Am." Just get inspired and
have her come on. She can join.
Oh, I have my wife on my lap. She's really small. She'll fit right here. She'll sit right up, and she'll fit right into the
real wife or a prop, like a mannequin.
Yeah, exactly. We got to tell. Yeah, if we do it again tomorrow night, we've got to talk about. We each have to tell a story of how our wife has had to put up with some kind of something from it. You know what I mean? Like something stupid we did, and she loved us through. You know what I mean? It don't need to be terrible, but you know what I mean? Like
this song is an example of that.
Huh?
Yeah, the song we're getting ready to play is probably an example of, or what?
Exactly.
We were born to boogie. Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much for hopping on here with us. It really means a lot, taking some time. And
man.
We got to hang again soon. Write another song.
I miss it. Yeah, definitely. Well, we do it. It hasn't been that long, but it is super fun. And it's crazy to be friends and stuff like that. I saw that Caroline just said Brent, your wife, said she's starting her list.
Yeah. I saw that. It'll be, you better.
My wife ample time to think of something stupid that I've done. It should be, it's really going to
roll out a scroll.
It's going to be a biblical scroll.
Yeah. The Moses scroll. We find, like, I know it's sometimes cliche to say we love you like a brother, but we do. And for everybody out there, Brian's one of our favorite people on planet Earth, and he's just not only talented, but he's been a great spiritual mentor to us. He's a brilliant man. He's brilliant with words, brilliant with his music, and a great wedding preacher too.
Yeah, now hiring for next summer. Now hiring.
Yeah.
Celebrity. I'm celebrity. What do you call it? Officiant to the stars now. That's what I am. If you're out there and you've got a blue check mark by your name, I will marry you. Just call me up.
Yeah.
I love it.
Awesome, man. Well, we're going to play this song if you want to hop off and watch, because we found that if people stay on, the quality of audio is a lot worse. So stick around.
You're saying if I stay on and play with you and sing along, the quality of audio is worse. I've never been so insulted. All right. Y'all play the wheels off of it.
All right.
Thank you. Set out. See you tomorrow night, maybe.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Bye-bye. I don't know how to get it, actually. Or just push X, I guess. Here you go.
Yeah. All right.
This is going to be interesting. We're real crammed in here, so pardon any flubs and flibs and flaps.
Let me get situated. I got a steering wheel up in my chest. That was Brian Simpson. We co-wrote Dang the Whiskey with him, and it goes a little like this. Out with the boys, gonna have just a drink or two. Not a lampshade on your head, kind of night, just wanna get a little loose. But there's a chemical reaction when that brown liquor hits my veins. At that point, you'd be better off trying to stop no freight train. I get a little insane, yeah. 59 in a jail in Bowling Green. Lost my girl, my money, and my keys. Got a bump on my head and a foggy memory. Somebody help me, please. I'm a stupid S.O.B. dying the whiskey. Oh, 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 dying the whiskey. Oh, oh, oh. boys machine with my one call. He plays it back and I sound like Otis off Fanny Griffith, y'all. Yeah, I was laughing, I was crying, I was mad as an old wet hen. I'm promising to Jesus I'll never do this again. Serious as sin, yeah. There's something like this. Living out in a jail in Bowling Green. Lost my girl, my money and my keys. Got a bump on my head and a foggy memory. Somebody help me please, I'm a stupid S.O.B. Dying go whiskey. Oh, 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 dying go whiskey. Oh, oh, oh. I learned by now that's how it goes. When that whiskey river starts to flow. Oh, oh, living out in a jail in Bowling Green. Lost my girl, my money and my keys. Got a bump on my head and a foggy memory. Somebody help me please, I'm a stupid S.O.B. Yeah. Living out in a jail in Bowling Green. Lost my girl, thanks to old Jim Beam. Got a bump on my head and a foggy memory. Somebody help me please, I'm a stupid S.O.B. Dying of whiskey. Oh, 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 dying of whiskey. Oh, oh, oh. Hey. Dang that whiskey, man.
Thank you all so much for hopping on tonight. We're going to get back on the road. I guess we got about an hour or two or three or who knows how much longer until our destination, but thank you for hanging with us.
Thank y'all so much. I'm going to have to stretch now after being cramped like this.
All right. You all have a fantastic evening. This has been fantastic for us. Bye-bye. Fantastic.